morning, Team XL and Lawrence Merchandising. Welcome to a brand new edition of the New Product Show. Piper Harlan here, your Vikings fan. Go Vikes with, you know, him, John Kane. Yeah, whatever. Let's go on, shall we? Let's talk about some new product. How's that? That'll be a fun thing to do. WrestleMania is coming out this week. We have a full box for $19.99. You have a single pack box that's $1.99 each. That box will get opened to place on the display, and then you have your fat pack for $4.99. We also have a brand new Squish Me. It's called Hello Sen. I didn't say pinch. Keep your hands to yourself. Hello Sanrio, and this is I believe it's a $4.99 product for that one. Also a couple of things for Boys Action. These expansion decks, I know, gonna be kind of weird. It's actually, excuse me, going in the, you know, the 2-foot section of Pegables. It's going there because we did send it to all Boys Action. Your 4-foots are only gonna have a very, you know, I think 2 of each, so that they can all go on one set of peg. Because there'll be 3 pegs across, but be watching for that. Those are $17.99, and then we also have this Profolio. This comes with pages, and this is going to Boys Action as well. $12.99 for this, and it comes in a variety of colors.
It says 19.
So, oh, does it? Well, I had $12.99. Maybe I was looking at the wrong thing. You never know.
Maybe
Anyway,
it's the hat.
so that's it's not the hat, honey. Trust me, it's not the hat. It's drifting over from that side of the table. Anyway, so that's what I have. What do you have, Mr. Kane, that's relevant?
Couple of things. First, everybody, Lawrence Merchandising, everybody should be getting the new labels. They're in. Drew's getting them all put together and get them shipped up to LMS office, so they should be getting those out to you probably next week. And Excel, we're getting these. They should be in your mail next week. Also, I think we're sending, 3 sets to everybody. For Excel, 1 set at Lawrence. Obviously, you'll order more as you need them. Excel, you're going to get 3. Let us know when you need more. My understanding is the store's been doing the changeovers. So hopefully you'll just need these for replacements. If not, give us a yell. We've got a few thousand of them in. Also, today we know the Magic's going up. A couple of issues we discovered on our new boxes was if you put the label too high up, the lid covers the do not display.
Exactly.
And I think the date we got wrong. So we just had one of those weeks. Stuff happens, as they say, and it happened. But that's why we have you, to make sure that you fix our errors out there. Thank you very much. Something else that went out this week, spinners. The 2 that were recalled, and I didn't print it off, but we did send out the email to everybody, the 2 big metal ones. We also sent a list showing on-hands for each store. Corporate told us to check with Reverse Logistics, but I'm hearing the chatter, check with your receiver, they probably know. So talk to them about them. We need to get those out of there, otherwise Target will destroy them, which will be shrink, and nobody wants that.
It's a big mess if that goes.
If you're not doing a return, just get them and throw them in your box and receiving to hold them till you do a return if it's the next visit. So
make sure you fill out the directive.
Yeah. The directive for Excel that is posted. Make sure you update those daily out there, because Target does want to report on how there's, I think, 20 or 30,000 out there still. They want to report on how we're coming on that.
Yep.
Extreme value boxes going out in Boys Action and Toys with the old $19.99 Pokemon boxes marked down to $14.99.
Yeah,
I've had a couple of calls that some of the newer products still on Planogram in $19.99 has made their way into those boxes. If you see that, pull them, obviously, because the guest finds one at $14, all the rest will be $14.99. And there's nothing we can do about it. But if you see that, pull the stickers off, the $14.99 if you can, and the UPC label, or return them if they don't pull off clean, so that doesn't happen. But we put a new safety check in place downstairs after our meeting the other day. They all have pictures of the current ones, so hopefully those won't make it in. And then I found out from Nate we're almost out of the old ones anyway, so it'll probably be coming to it.
Yeah, it's done very well for us, so it's fine.
It's selling out like crazy, but we have a limited supply, but keep your eyes out.
Yes, please.
Target inventory, I just sent out to your regional managers, and they may send them to you. Otherwise, Drew and Jennifer will get that posted today on the website. Linda's on vacation this week, but when she gets back, I'm sure she'll do those sheets that she does for you every year, so you can carry with you. And, you know, make a note as you go around to the LMS log, or I'm sorry, the vendor log in LMS. You can do this too. We'll send those up and you'll get notification on when your stores have inventory. Make a note on there on when inventory is, because you can't do returns. You can only do returns up to 2 weeks prior.
Right.
And then product will go on hold, so you want to make sure you get everything out, all the old product out, everything stocked, because shipments will be cut off for the inventory, then of course the follow-up inventory. And as always, when you do have inventory, especially LMS, the following visit's going to be longer when the product ships out. You're going to have a bigger shipment, so.
Particularly if you have a high shrink store.
Or
a
high volume
if you're
store.
if you're really close, it won't be probably quite so bad, but you will notice it if it's a high volume or if it's a high shrink store.
Right.
You'll get we've got reps rocking into
So if
like
you-
12 to 20 boxes afterwards. You can. So
Don't scare everybody.
I'm not. Well, you
But if
already
you-
did
if-
that. You're
if
looking
you-
at them.
If you have empty pegs, you'll know you'll be getting a lot to replenish everything. So what we do is take everything back to the inventory levels and bring them back up to where they should be. So it's kind of a reset every year. And we're gonna do a special order of the week this year,
Oh, we'll be
this
done.
week.
We're not doing that yet. We got other things to talk about first.
All right, that's all I have.
Let's
then.
talk about other things, shall we?
Yes.
So, a couple of things. One thing that's been coming up hot and heavy here in the office this week is inventory adjustments. And I know that I've been talking to you guys about it, but we just wanted to review everything one more time with you. So, especially now that we're coming online with inventories
Right.
again, that's going to affect it as well. So let's just go over it one more time. The issue is, and for you, those of you with LMS too, the issue is if you have nothing in the store or if you are horribly overstocked in the store. Those are the two issues that an inventory adjustment will address for you.
Correct.
The ways to fix that is to, again, request an inventory adjustment. This is on the website. Under the planograms, like maybe the first thing you can click on your target planograms is request an inventory adjustment. I have asked Drew to move that to the front page of the website, so it'll be much easier for you guys to find. It took me a while to find it today. So hopefully we can get that moved and that'll make it easier for you. A lot of people ask me, why can't I just order more product? Well, you can. The problem with just ordering more product is that it's only going to fix it for that time. As soon as you sell through that product you've ordered, you're going to be right back in the same boat.
Correct.
By doing an inventory adjustment, you are actually taking the inventory that's in question that you can't find out of stock or adding it into stock, so that if we take it out of stock, then you'll get more product. If we add it into stock, when you do a return, it's not going to come right back to you. And I know that, I was thinking today earlier that we really need to kind of make this I know you guys have so much to do on every single visit, but you really need to be cognizant of the inventory adjustments. We can't let them get out of hand as far as waiting so long. Kushbu and I have been inundated the last couple of weeks with inventory adjustments, and that's great. But, you should probably be looking at your on-hand inventory for a store once a year and do an adjustment if it's needed. Maybe it won't be needed, but always check. They get their weeks of supply, right, John?
Yes, well, the regionals do.
Or if you're seeing something in the store that doesn't make sense, that's your other big clue. Let's be looking at what we have for on hand. If you have a question, call us. We can certainly help you and answer the question. And or email me, that works too. I don't always pick up my phone because I'm with people or doing something, but I always check my messages. So be sure that you leave a message if you need that. Anyway, once you request that on-hand inventory adjustment, you take it to the store with you. You look at the product that's at the store, match up the UPC, and write down what you actually have. Now, having said that, if you really have to be careful. Like, if you backfill a peg, I need to know exactly how much of each UPC that is, not all one UPC. If you have the same UPC in multiple locations, check lane product is a perfect example. If that's on your home display and on your check lanes, system just knows that it's in the store for X number. So you need to make sure that you count all of it and are considering all of it with the same UPC, and it's all about UPCs. You can't tell me, well, I have 7 of the yellow and 4 of the green. That means absolutely nothing to the system. We don't say, this is the green blister. We say, this is this UPC in the system. So that's why we need to be extremely accurate on those. So you want to make sure that you do that, and you need to be cognizant of where your store is sitting with on-hand inventory, because that's the only way we're going to get it fixed, as I said. A couple of other things to remember. Now that we're getting back into inventories again, you cannot do an adjustment 1 month before or 1 month after your inventory. By the time we get it into the system and the system starts using it, it's going to be time for your inventory anyway. So if you are a month out, just wait and let the RGS inventory fix that issue. But having said that, there are times when RGS, I know, it's hard to believe, but they're off on their counts too. So if you don't see a correction after the inventory, by all means, let us know and we can take a look at it again. I just had one this morning where Mr. Eubank actually called me on pages and said he didn't have any pages in his store. I looked it up in the system, he had 19. Well, guess what? RGIS inventory did an adjustment of 19 pages in the store last time they inventoried it. That's exactly where that problem was. So the system thought he had 19 in the store when he had 0. We took it out, and I'll bet you tomorrow there's an order for pages for that store. So that's how, that's how it can work. But please, like I said, be cognizant of it. Let's be proactive on these and not wait till the last minute, not wait till the fourth quarter when it's, we're busy getting you new product. We can't be doing adjustments during the fourth quarter. But in October, we should be inundated with adjustments. Let's get them done so going into the fourth quarter, you're really super, super right on the money.
A couple things to add. The system's going to correct it, so you shouldn't be inundated eventually. Our system
Well, but with shrink, you're always going to have issues. And
right.
with bad,
and that's what it's
bad inventory accounts, you're always going to have some issues. And we all know, we've all gotten that box that is misdelivered, but we don't catch it, and we go ahead and push it to the display. All of a sudden you have 24 pieces when the system only thinks you have 12. So you need to make those adjustments as well.
And that's where the overages come in too. Missed deliveries, a bad count on the inventory, because they're supposed to scan and count every item, but a lot of times you just scan it and and not see that there's different UPCs.
Right.
That's why it's so crucial to straighten that. Anyway, to just layman's terms, order just a section you're having problems with. You don't need to count everything. So when you send it in, say, I just need the Pokemon inventories for the front of the store or toy display or whatever. LMS, you can make notes when you reply to your, after your service call, and our regional manager should pick that up. Or you feel free to call us or send us an email, or send an email to your office to send to us that you need an inventory adjustment, and we'll follow up with that as well. But again, it's only the area that needs it. A lot of times just Pokemon or Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! Not the whole, you don't have to count the whole thing.
And keep in mind that on those inventory adjustments, especially for sports product, we get sports product one time and then we're done, for the most part. Top Series 1 is a different story, the high profile are a different story, but like WrestleMania, we've gotten what we're gonna get. So once we sell through that, we're not getting any more of that product. So if you do an adjustment on that product in 6 weeks, it's not gonna fix anything anyway.
Right.
Because we don't have any more to send to you. That's why a lot of times Kushbu and I will take out like items that may still be showing on your inventory, but they're extremely old or we don't have any more of them, because we know even if we do that adjustment, you're not going to get any more of that product. So let's all not waste our time. Plus, if you do an entire store, that can be 6, 7, 8 pages. And do you really want me to believe that would be 8 hours in the store?
Probably.
At a minimum, just to get the inventory right. That's why we ask you to do one set of one category at a time. Do all the Pokemon, or do all the entertainment blisters and not the shelf product. Break it down into more serviceable pieces. It'll be easier on you and it's easier on us as well, because we can't, we don't have time to run full inventories for 25 stores. That's all we'd get done in a day.
And if you have any questions, we totally confused you, welcome to the crowd, or welcome to...
Call him, not me.
Yeah, give us a call, we'll be happy to to explain it one-on-one as well. So,
So-
without further ado,
Yep, let's finish up. There is one birthday this week, and it is the old guy over there. A couple of things, just little known facts about John that you may not know. John enjoys in his spare time dyeing small wild animals Easter egg colors, so blue, green, pink. He loves to do that. He also loves gluing fake mustaches on turtles and releasing them back into the wild. So those are some things that John likes to do. It kind of explains it a little bit, doesn't it? Now, one more thing, the word of the week. This week we're going to do something a little bit special. We're going to do a contest, and I'm really excited about this. We just came up with this. As you know, the championship games are going on for the AFC and the NFC this weekend. Call your regional, and we're going to put out an email and let them know who you think is going to win. Both teams.
both games.
So, both teams that are going to the Super Bowl. So, the winner of both games this weekend. You need to do this before noon on Sunday. If you email them before noon on Sunday, or if you call and leave them a voicemail with your picks, the people who get it right, if there's a group of them, we will put you in a drawing for a $25
So make it a
Target gift card for the winner of the drawing of whoever's correct. Pick the top two teams, the teams that are going to the Super Bowl. Need to get it in by noon on Sunday. Is that it?
Yep, you have it on noon, regional, submit it, and Monday, or we'll do a drawing before we
Yeah, we'll do a drawing Monday or
then
Tuesday and
announce it next week.
yeah, absolutely. Anyway, I think that's all for us. Hey, we're doing a January thaw. It's going to be 45 degrees outside today, so goodbye snow, hello spring, it's on its way. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.
Take care.